before we begin with Justice for All, there's one thing I need to do. Just one thing. Huh, I can even choose... That's cool. Can I skip this? No, can't skip it. I just need to get... Come on, man. Speed running. You're fucking up the trial. Speed run. Any percent. Okay, okay, here we go. Here we go. Come on. I did it, I got the achievement. Okay, that's all I wanted to do. Okay, let's begin. First, I have an idea. I can do that later. It was a thumbnail idea. But anyway, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. Ooh, is that Penny? But I will give a screenshot for that, just so we have a decent thumbnail. Von Karma. Gah, how did I get into this mess? That's far enough! You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. That's Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh my god! What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title! That's his level 2 super in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Also, foreshadowing. That's right, folks. Hey, it's Phoenix Wright. Oh. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before trial starts anyway. Huh? Looks like they done up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Oh! I skipped. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... That's our guy. That's our killer. It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. A few minutes later, in the district court, defendant lobby. Just gotta... Ouch, my head. It's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? He got amnesia. Did he get amnesia? Is this my client? Good morning. Ah! Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? That's the girl that was in Detective Gumshoe's locker. Remember? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sorta hurts. Roger that! Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I'd done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? That's your client, Phoenix. I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix, right? Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. They're gonna... not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me. Ever! What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just... Well, I think you have the wrong person. I'm... Yes? I'm... Who am I? He lost his memory! It's like Disco Elysium. Why am I drawing a blank? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I just realized there is actually that could be an interesting way to play this series of games. Play the second one first. Then you play the other two. Then you play the first one, and it's a prequel. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Actually, that sounds terrible. Don't do that. Ah, someone please! Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? I once had a dream that I was, on trial for murder, and, like, everyone told me I was gonna get the death penalty, and I was like, this sucks. This sucks. We really need to abolish the death penalty. It is unethical and impractical. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. You. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? Yes. Just wing it. I guess I should say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. Like, if I woke up with no memory of who I was, and, like, I was told I have to, like, solve a murder, I just, okay, go with it. Just pretend I know what I'm doing. That's what I already do in social situations. I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Oh. Police brutality? Oh my god. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Okay. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. You lost to me last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay. And who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Your Honor, I think I've suffered, like, massive head trauma. I don't remember who I am. This is like a serious medical emergency. Walk it off, Phoenix. We don't want your excuses. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Phoenix Wright. He'll defend you even if he has brain damage, if he's in jail, if he, Dick Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know. You work under that detective? She's like his... Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down. I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the Park Neal headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper bath, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday. Ah, yes. This autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirmed the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well, the court accepts it into evidence. Wait a minute. Oh, thank God it's still here. Broken glasses. Where are his glasses? Oh, under the... So, oh shit, I didn't read that. Sorry, guys. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Yes. Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir. I'll help you through this. Why is your defendant more competent? At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Court record? Yep. Info about evidence and people involved with this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing tab. Tab, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I'd better check the court record and see what I can find. What was it again? Tab? Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? Glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. I already got the turn in your badge achievement. I don't need to embarrass Phoenix anymore. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held on to them as he fell. What is wrong with Gumshoe? Why isn't he, saying pal? And talking about funerals. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses I found at the scene of the crime are not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? We could just compare this. That would be super easy to verify. Just compare the prescription. Like, they're broken, but, like, they're still intact enough for us to, like, determine what kind of glasses they are, what prescription they are, then just compare them with the defendant. Look, it was a coincidence that on that same day, I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. That's not good enough for this court. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Let's hear it from our witness about this evidence. Testimony. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his day, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it. But it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. No way that a dying man would be able to write like that. Like, fancy. Like, he might as well have dotted the I with a heart. No way he writes like that. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. Detective Gumshoe. Did you lose your badge? This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor. Why, this is... First of all, time of death, broken neck. This is... Yes, I can see your name clearly written here. I have a very important question. Did or did not... Did the victim die instantly or almost instantly? Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo 2. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as the day on ground. But, I already told you, those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain this dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. I believe that. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get into witnesses' faces. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hint. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be alright. Maggie, why aren't you a lawyer? There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. About those glasses. Do you have any proof that those belong to my client? The lenses are for nearsightedness, and are almost the same strength as hers, but are they the same prescription? Even the frames look kinda like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal. What should I do now? Hold it. Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? Ugh! Almost threw up in my mouth. I threw up in my mouth a bit. The dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else. So what you are saying, Detective, is that you have nothing that proves those glasses are my client's. Something like that. What? I see. So there is no proof. Circumstantial evidence. Wow, that was amazing. I could totally feel it down in my gut. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area. Now, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. Please continue with your testimony, Detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. The culprit's name? Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but... was the name of that my client? I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. Are you absolutely certain? We can see the image, Phoenix. Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie. He's got a point. Hey, hold on. Huh? Don't haunt me. I know the picture says Maggie, but... now that you mention it, something does feel kind of off about this picture. That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence. So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I better check the court record again. To, like, restore memories, you, like, recreate certain sensations. Like, the feel, like the texture of something, or the taste of a food, and that can restore your memory. So for Phoenix, he just needs to feel the satisfaction of catching a contradiction. Okay. Oh, I can use my pocket. I have a cell phone now. Broken neck. I don't see the name here. Okay, I'm actually gonna save Scum. I don't want to embarrass Phoenix. Maggie. Are we sure that the defendant wrote it? He couldn't have because... wait. Nope. Can't do that trick the same again. And you are certain that it was the victim who wrote the name on the ground. There were scratches on his fingers from the rough sand, and there were grains of sand stuck under his pointer fingernail. It certainly seems that the name was written by the victim himself. That didn't go well. If the writer really was the victim himself, then we're in a lot of trouble. Don't give up. Keep that fighting spirit going. I'm glad you're all pumped up, but I really want to see your special move, sir. My what? You always look so cool when you present evidence. Present evidence? Oh, that present evidence. Actually, I was just thinking about that. Yes, the great Phoenix Wright is back. Oh, that's right. Huh? I heard that lately you could present not only evidence, but people's profiles as well. It sure makes things a bit more complicated, so be careful, sir. People's profiles, huh? Boy. Okay. Da-boo. Alright, let's give this another try. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses underneath the body, sir. Profiles. A policeman. That's a 8-year age gap. Is that cool? I guess. Oh, I get it. Dust in prints. Dust in the fingerprints. He dusts fingerprints. That's funny. Maggie. Oh. Maggie. But that's not her name. Shit! Shit! I fucked it up. You son of a... Come on, dude. Present evidence. Okay, don't... Maggie. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Her name's not Maggie with an I. It's Maggie with a Y. What is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out, "Objection!" And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, fingers outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. Finger outstretched, sorry. What a rush. Yeah. Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Ha, he said it. Please state the defendant's name for me.
What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright?
You'll see, this is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please.
Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is, Maggie Bird.
I think someone needs to check the court record.
What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah!
It looks like the bird caught the cap napping. Nick, a man is dead. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie with a Y. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed.
But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly.
May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to not know her name. Also, they were colleagues. They were both police officers. Surely they would know each other's names. Surely it's written on their badge or their ID card. And they gotta carry that around. This is very true. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers?
Yes, I am quite certain, Your Honor.
I knew...
They are a well-known couple in the police force.
Guess she has a thing for dilfs. Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Officer Prince and Officer Baird had been going out for about half a year. No. Fingerprints. I don't think so. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bud had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know because she came to me to ask what she should get for him. That's a pretty evidence. Oh, these two sound like they were close. That's a testimony against my client having any reason to kill.
Nevertheless, tragedy struck.
Like at most, you could maybe prove that it was unintentional. Like she stretched her arms and accidentally knocked Prince off of the wall they were sitting on or whatever.
Yes, you may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright.
Half a year. That's 6 months. just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Hold on. Let's look at that court. Time of death, 9/6. Can't find anything to confirm or deny that. Doesn't say his... Wait. That's the clock? Oh, wait. Very easy way to find out what... The day of the incident? You mean September 6th? Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. Ah, I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time. That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man. Maggie, Officer Bird, had gotten Officer Prince a present. You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Well, that's because, I'm a boss, and I gotta watch out for my subordinates. She is like to Gumshoe what Phoenix was like to Mia. She's a prodigy. But even what she was going to give a present, isn't that going a bit too far? Hey pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches their... I really don't need to know that much.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
That's my job, badgering the witness.
I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be the point to discussion at this time.
Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about this?
It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty. I should have you arrested.
I think the good detective is about done here. It was something she had brought over 2 months ago. Over 2 months ago. Yep, she's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present? You should be... like... Are defendants not allowed to call their own witnesses? Like maybe people who can confirm the defendant's alibi? And like, surely that's something you can do, right? Call in a witness, have them give a sob story, and make everyone sympathize with the defendant. She got him a glove.
A single glove? Why would she only give him one?
Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove.
Oh, I see. A baseball glove.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. A baseball glove. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah. Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Ah, custom made. The glove was custom made. Yup, that's what I said.
So the glove was custom made.
Guys, I think the glove was custom made.
Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to the case.
Clearly, you haven't seen the O.J. Simpson murder trial. Is that a poor taste joke? That's in poor taste.
Yes, it would seem that there was little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
Do you think this glove is really relevant to the case? Everything's relevant, Sir, Your Honor. Of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Just pretend you know what you're doing. Yes, bluff into the mask. Don't tell them that. Now, this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great. Pressing people. Why is she a fan? Aren't we technically on opposing sides? Pressing people. This feels like I've done this before. And then again, we both care about justice. We're both concerned with justice. Justice! As if I used to do this to squeeze information from the most tight-lipped people.
Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter.
Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And?
Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court.
Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir.
It's rather yellow, isn't it?
very fancy looking glove. With this, I will have control over the Sex Infinity baseballs with a snap of my finger. Half of all Major League Baseball players will be traded. If this joke doesn't make sense. Half of all Yankees will be traded. There we go. And that's why you had to special order it? Yep, that's right. That and one other reason.
I think this course had heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim?
I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground.
Yes, sir. I mean, it could be referring to a completely different Maggie. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped into the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote his name with his right hand. Yeah, that's his right hand right there.
Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is going to be another thing this is going to be like another I am not right-handed thing, right? Like that scene in, The Princess Bride.
Seems you've bested me.
Then why are you smiling?
Because I am not right-handed.
That's probably not how it went, but whatever. Princess Bride is a good movie. Let's see. With his right hand. This is just a hunch, because I can't really tell. I don't remember. Oh my god, I actually did it! Okay. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but, it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special.
And what would that be?
It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Oh, it is? I could have sworn that was the thumb. I don't know anything about baseball. Left-handed?
Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand.
Oh, so you do That's why it had to be custom made. Wait a minute. Is that supposed to be like a pitcher's glove or a catcher's glove? Because, like, I have never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you? I don't remember.
Well, no.
I don't know anything about baseball. So, Detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again?
That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his... Whoa, wait a second.
Don't forget that the victim was left-handed.
Ugh.
I object.
Overruled. Haha. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves.
Objection. Sustained. If I hear objection and sustained one more time, I think I'm going to scream. Objection. Sustained. Ah! There is only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Yeah, you ever try doing that? Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim.
Order, order. When you think about it that way, then yes. It's not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie is... No.
It's not possible.
Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent.
No!
Alright, you did it, Mr. Wright. Oh my god. This is, if the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit situation. Okay, that's the last reference I will make to a real-life murder. I am sorry. Whew, I feel like I can breathe again.
It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright.
Me, Your Honor. Ah, well, thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. Come on, you're still young. You're still in your prime.
I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird.
Ah,
No, not yet. I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor.
what is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne?
The prosecution is not finished yet.
What do you mean?
We would like to call our next witness to the stand.
What?
That's right, 2 witnesses.
And what did this witness witness?
The moment the victim was pushed to his death.
That means he's the actual killer.
What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. What the heck?
Order in the court. I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness.
I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here.
Court is adjourned for recess.
This is the first trial. This is like the tutorial level. What the heck is going on? Huh. I guess it's like a different set of slave slots for each game. That's nice of them. It's September today, at the time of recording. Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, Sergeant? He tried to. I'm sorry I didn't mention it to you. This is... Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need. No. I think I'll pass on this one. Yeah, you don't want to be on trial for assaulting your lawyer. Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things? Of course, I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name, and then I can tell you about me. No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name. This is serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back, and maybe it'll help. This is a business card. I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay, there are some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. Phoenix's business card. Added to the court record. I guess for now, we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case. Let's see Phoenix Wright's business card. What? I can't examine it? You hand wrote it? I bet he has the most sorry-looking business card ever. This man is severely... he has no budget. This case? He's running a small business. Okay. Yeah... Okay, now we're good to go. What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than... Yeah. Incident with the cell phone. But, cell phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up then and tell me, this might be very important. Okay, Roger. Yeah, surely you have contacts. Can't you, like, call... It was just on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. all of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Yeah, he looks way older than... hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Justin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. So where's the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with a murder? I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up... Ah! You were here all along!
You're so mean!
Yay, it's you!
I called you 1,000,000 times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left. Ack! Now who in the heck is this?
Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl, too.
Hey, good morning, Maggie.
And a good morning to you, too, Maya.
So, how's it going?
Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, and what if I said that everything will be fine?
That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super important evidence.
Here you are, Nick. The thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list? It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It was kinda tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good. No good? As in, there's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this?
Don't look at me.
And where did you get this list from in the first place?
What? Don't you remember, Nick?
You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found. So that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful little prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is... Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops, have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck. No, wait, why, I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't. Why can't you be my counsel? Come on, Nick, better get a move on. Yeah. Come on, please be my counsel, Maya. Yay!
Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words. What is it, Mr. Payne? It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I ask if the court might be a little lenient on... There is no need to give a priest face, just hurry up and call your witness, please. Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness a drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. Please say your name for the court witness.
Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
Huh? Oh, alright, go ahead.
Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who has taken a walk?
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose call me a university student, but... shush. This guy's a fucking Ivy League alumni. This guy goes to Harvard, doesn't he? What is he, a human chatterbox? Ugh, I have to question him.
Fashion, cars, woman, glasses, and of course the university first rates only need apply.
Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses. They were his glasses.
That's enough. Your name, witness.
Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong.
I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
Oh, man. I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were.
If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit.
Ahem. Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking a strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with Mummy. If you must know, I am...
Anyway, please testify to this court what you saw during a walk through the park.
See? You said it again. Taking a walk, you know. You...
What you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington.
I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course I remember his sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. It wasn't a banana yet. Ass.
That was certainly a decisive testimony.
Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said? Yeah. That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie? Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying. Okay. Time for evidence.
You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright.
I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. And I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. So you're at the park all afternoon. You seem to have a lot of free time. That was very rude of you, but then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from a man who graduated from a no-name trashy university. This guy is trashy. Welton's, this is the kind of guy who thinks Ben Shapiro makes good points. Now, this might be hard for a mush-headed, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country. Have you listened to Andrew Tate recently? But I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Oh, please. Which university to go to will directly affect the very future of this country. That arrogant little snot. I don't remember the time all that well, but I believe it was past 6 p.m. Past 6 p.m. Well, that seemed to corroborate. Banana? What banana? The banana? Well, it was actually more than just one. More like a bunch of bananas. Now what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? It wasn't the banana, it was the glove. And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. That's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick. He's gotta be lying about the bananas. He could be, but there's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene. And what if it's not a lie? Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing, and it was something else. If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then what would it be that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Finks, think. If my client is innocent, there's no way he could have seen what he says he did. Which means if we can somehow show he's lying, yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. She's right. She's got a sharp mind, but I just wish I could remember who she is. She's like your little sister. Is everything okay, Nick? It wasn't bananas. It was this. I would like to direct the court's attention to the glove again. Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong.
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Isn't that the baseball glove?
Huh? What? A baseball glove? I am allergic to baseball gloves. Baseball gloves killed my grandma. Doesn't care for a bite. Ha ha! A man is dead. That's not. It's a no. Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness has bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? Why are you asking me all about this all of a sudden? It's like that one scene in Cousin Vinny. My Cousin Vinny.
Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas.
No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean.
I mean, to be fair, this bit, it could look like the sticker that they, put on bananas.
Yes, you know what I mean.
A gay man.
You're like those people who refuse to accept Galileo for the... Oh, boy.
And that is why I asked how bad your eyesight is.
They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right?
Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then?
That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But, you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them...
How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? How many fingers am I holding up?
Oh...
Sorry. How about it, witness?
You are an unrelenting, evil man.
Bah.
You're like those people who rejected your back and put her to death.
Joan of Arc. Which boils down to, you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime, like, he's the guy who compares every situation to 1984. This is literally 1984. I can't call your council transphobic slurs. This is literally my 1984. The scene of the woman at the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. Oh.
But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path.
Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, please continue with your testimony. Please tell the court what happened next, in the moments after you witnessed the crime. Also, would you like to see my Pokemon cards?
The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report a crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. Oh, that's a blatant contradiction. The time of death was, They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So 6:45, 10 minutes, that means they arrived at 6:55.
So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away.
Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that that girl is the murderer. I think this man just hates women.
You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright.
What happened? Okay. 6:45. $6:45, but the time of death was 6:28. Why would you wait 16 minutes? And I better not see any motherfucking updated autopsy reports from you, Payne. You bitch. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this?
You mean the victim's autopsy report?
According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There was clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Ah! I thought it was 6 minutes. I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. Duh.
And the witness was in shock at the time after witnessing terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed.
15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. And I should know I've been dazed this entire trial.
Mr. Willand,
Yes?
explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes?
Answer the question. Telephone. I gotta know, what kind of pun is Richard Wellington supposed to be? I guess because he's rich? Dick Wellington. Wellington. Well, I guess it's just a stereotypically fancy name. Telephone. Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. Obvious contradiction, there was a phone booth right next to the scene of the crime.
You mean you don't have a cell phone?
You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. No, I don't have a cell phone because the 5G towers will turn me gay. And turn me into a communist. It's one of those guys. Yes, haven't you even listened to Joe Rogan? You must think you're really something special. Witness? I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it.
Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings.
What? I see that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things. Have you ever heard that all genius have a strange quirk to something else?
Enough!
Oh man, oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone? Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? But that's my phone! Oh. Question further. Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See, here is it. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. I knew it! That's my phone! And I thought that just maybe this was his. That's my phone.
Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have a cell phone because he had lost it. How therefore, the delay in this call was caused by his search for a phone booth.
It would not have taken 15 minutes for him to find one, though. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that.
Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Oh, just one more thing. Something that's been bugging me. You see, my wife tells me that these phone booths, they're
Phoenix, you don't have a wife. Yeah, I know. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search a phone booth. How dare you?
You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you?
Yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think.
Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth.
Right there. Phone booth. Shit. Crime photo. It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this.
At the crime scene photo? Is there a problem with it?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you, Sick Burn. No! It's
a phone booth.
That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. 3! Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Order! Order!
What does reporting the crime a little late prove for the defense?
The witness can explain what he was doing in those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony.
Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So it's not my phone? So there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else. He was looking for my cell phone, was he?
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes?
Yes. There is only one possible explanation.
Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright.
Okay, I'll have to save. Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility.
Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why did the witness call the police right away?
Perhaps this is the evidence you need to be convinced.
Perhaps.
That was just an idea to throw out. Okay, so it's not that. I swear, if this is another, there's actually no evidence and I have to let myself get penalized, I'm gonna scream! It's my attorney badge. The glasses. He couldn't find his glasses. I'm also nearsighted, but I don't wear my glasses unless, like, I need to, like, if I'm gonna see a movie or if I'm going to a fast food restaurant and I need to look at the menu. Mr. Wellington. What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. It's the power of my stand. Sheer heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Where did you find? Ah! I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body?
Order! Order!
Now, wait a second, hold on! I didn't confess or confirm anything! Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call.
Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer?
Your Honor, how many trials have you seen me do? How many trials have you seen me in? Like, of course, that is precisely what I am doing. That's my job because of the dumb way that these laws are written. Because we can't just let murders go unsolved, apparently. I know I'm right. Come on. The police in my world, they let murders go unsolved all the time. It's easy. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out his cell phone was the key to this case. After all, I really need to pee. Glad I didn't leave it recording. I pee loud as fuck. Oh, damn, I'm really low on battery. Maybe... There we go. Battery saving mode. Back to the thing. The cell phone was the key to the case after all. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. What does that mean? Phoenix, what does that mean? I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah. This is so exciting watching you work again. Somehow, my old self was coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Order! Order! Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. This court was already a mockery before I walked in. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer. Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's the name of the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim herself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie with a Y, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground? But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie? That is a good point. Well, if you agree with that, then surely you should be declaring my client not guilty, since you agree that someone could have framed my client. It doesn't matter if it's the witness or somebody else. The witness didn't even know of Miss Byrne before this trial. Ah, I forgot. Was there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? Just say that there was. It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? It's because, Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why, how did you?
Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder?
I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bryard picked up a lost phone in the park, and she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake.
Fatal mistake?
My client's name is Maggie, but with a Y. But the name that was written on the ground was Maggie with an I. This is a mistake that would only occur if you only knew how... If all you knew was how her name sounded.
Yeah!
Order! Order!
But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive.
And your point is?
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person would not kill someone without a reason. My client doesn't have a motive either.
Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone.
That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive.
Mr. Wright?
Your Honor.
Can you explain what motive this witness would have had?
It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but...
Now then, please present to this court proof that the witness had a motive.
Okay. My attorney badge, Your Honor. No. My God. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. Chekhov's evidence, Your Honor.
What is this? A list?
These photo numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found, and we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. Well, actually, it was Maya who did it. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist's group.
What? Con artists?
Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? You're going away not just for murder, but for conspiracy and fraud.
This is an outrage.
An invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. Yeah, you definitely are a libertarian. Yeah, you're one of those people. You're just like the cops who raided the British. I don't even know who that guy is. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. Yeah. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you know what it's like to be a refined man such as me?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled.
Mr. Wright,
What is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone?
let me save. Isn't it obvious? The witness is... Okay. A member. Because they're in his contact list for a reason. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group! No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill.
No, this is too much!
It's just like the situation Mr. White was in. Mr. White, Red White of Blue Corp, not Mr. White as in Walter White.
That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain?
I
got you now.
That police officer.
Oh,
Your Honor,
What is it now, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
you said that already.
You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
But please, let's think about the content of that phone call.
Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone?
Oh, boy. You clearly don't know. Yeah, surely. That is a valid point. Surely, Mr. Prince is a reasonable... Yes, I know my battery is running low, computer. Don't remind me. Surely, he seems like a reasonable man. Surely he'd trust the victim to keep quiet about the names on his phone. What does the defense think about this? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. And maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. Ugh. Just be safe, I'm going to maximum... Yep, maximum battery life. Oh boy. I know.
But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there.
Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness?
I think... Is it this? It is! The witness saw this!
Mr. Wellington, is he correct?
My business card.
By the expression on his face, I would say that was it.
Damn it! Saw something. Could it have been the police officer? Yes, I know, Steam! Don't... What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform.
Oh.
The girl that picked up my phone is with a police. The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone.
And he went into a panic, is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. And that's why cops go undercover.
Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
I mean, surely he could have just said, I don't consent to you searching my phone. He's white. They would have left him alone.
I'm thinking... It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are...
Impressive. Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence. Evidence! Ugh, that guy is really creeping me out. All you've been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this. Suspicious calling through back. They're all out of that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence! You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. That phone I've lost, I've already found it. You don't even have the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton.
What?
Well, if you're so confident that it's not yours, give us your phone number. It feels good to see you squirm.
They do seem to have a problem with their hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence.
Your Honor. This is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's got to be. Maybe. The phone stored numbers. Fingerprints on the phone? I got it. We should check for fingerprints.
Fingerprints? Can't we just ask...
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on his phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. I what? You said there was sand all over it, so... Wiped it. Yes! Shush! Okay, still recording. My, battery died, so... had to plug in my laptop. Pretty thoroughly, too. Okay. So, it's not fingerprints. Can't check the numbers. Oh. Then just call the number. Mr. Wellington? What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Hold on. Tustin! Okay. Don't wanna annoy other people. Where do you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you are too much. And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Gotta be someplace that's quiet. Oh my god, now I remember. Huh, looks like they hung up. Good. I finally found it. So that's when... Is he just, like, confessing to stealing my phone? Oh, harsh glance in your eyes. Nick, you've worked so hard to get this far, but...
If you don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free.
I know. I know. No, this phone has to be his. How am I supposed to prove something like that? Call your number. Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove so and so, but your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. Where did I go wrong? Call the number, you dingus. I'm an ace attorney. Not really an objection, but okay. Alright, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions. You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? You hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Tani. God, the white privilege from this guy is audible. So thick you could cut it with a knife. Better save. Only one. My phone number. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Aw, thanks. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Let's see Paul Allen's business card. You're wrong. There is something very important about that card, and that is the back. This card is important because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back? But that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? The court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Oh ho ho. Now he knows. It's the Steel Samurai theme. Mr. Wellington. How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. Ooh, so let's see. Assault, conspiracy, and murder. And perjury. Yeah. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say... Oh, I'm breaking and entering. When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone, and in order to hide his involvement with the con artists group, he has become paranoid and lost all ability to make rational judgments. Wait, so that means he's insane? Damn. Then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding. It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird. Hell yeah. You would shine through eventually. Except be a cop. You fell from the 9th floor of as a child? You remind me of Larry. Kids can be cruel. I don't think my head is that messed up yet. we should set her up with Larry. Her bad luck and his bad luck will cancel each other out. The Goddess of Misfortune is only a nickname. Yeah, that's the spirit. Actually, Goddess of Misfortune is actually a pretty cool nickname. Fuzzy. Okay. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you?
What?
At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases. But he's also been a good ally during others. A gay ally? The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person. I haven't got a clue. Seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else. And this girl. Maya? You finally remembered. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right, I have so many unforgettable memories about her. I'm Phoenix's everything. His best friend, his confidant, his right-hand arm, man, his silly rabbit. What? His silly rabbit? Is that what he calls you? No. For example, Earth Nick, what's wrong? Keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. Guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick, let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, hasn't even been that long since you came back into my life. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago.